A do-it-yourself oil change is one of the easiest ways to get into automotive maintenance. It's simple, easy, inexpensive, requires only basic hand tools, and today I'm going to show you how to do the job with confidence. Let's take a look at the tools you'll need for the job. You'll want oil with the proper viscosity, a filter wrench, and a funnel. Blue painter's tape, a Sharpie, your owner's manual, and a few shop rags. You'll also need your ratchet, socket, and extension, a torque wrench if you have one, but that's optional. You'll need a catch pan, some towels to sop up any spills, and it always helps to put a piece of cardboard as well. And most importantly, whenever you work on a car, you don't want to forget the most important tools of all: a hot cup of coffee and a greasy ball cap. A successful oil change begins with picking the correct oil. As we can see here, the 4-liter engine with a filter change requires 5.5 quarts of oil. Our truck requires a viscosity of 5W30. This can be found in your owner's manual, and the correct viscosity is also printed on the top of your oil filler cap. The next thing you'll want to do is start the vehicle and warm it up to operating temperature. We're going to let it run until the needle gets about halfway. Getting your vehicle up to running temperature is important because that'll help thin the oil, make it easier to drain. You'll get more of the old oil out of the block, and as an added benefit, having the engine run and circulate the oil will help pick up the little bits of junk that are in the oil. All that trash will be suspended in the oil and drain out, and that's what you want when you change your oil. After the engine reaches operating temperature, shut off the engine, and then you're ready to drain the block. This truck requires a 14mm socket to remove the drain bolt. It always helps to wear gloves because this is where it gets pretty messy. Position your drain pan, then you can pull the bolt out the rest of the way. While the block is draining out, get the mileage off of your odometer. Use your Sharpie to write the mileage on your blue painter's tape. Write the mileage and the date that you're performing the oil change. This will help you decide when it's time to change oil again. Next, pull off your old oil indicator sticker and put the new one in. I like to stick it inside the driver's door frame. Some people say it's cheaper to get your oil changed at the quick lube, and that might be true, but will they do the job right? I'm about to show you 2 very small steps that might make the difference between doing it right or wrecking your engine. And you don't really know if the quick lube is going to do this. The first one is to properly prep the oil plug. This plug has a crush gasket. This gasket prevents leaks. Your quick lube center may not be changing this. I happen to have a new gasket here. They're dirt cheap and they're great insurance against leaks. At worst, a leak can drain your engine block and lead to engine damage. But that's not going to happen today because we've done it right. Another step that your quick lube might miss is to properly prep the filter. And that's a matter of taking just a little oil. I'm going to dab my finger in the jug of new oil here and running a little oil right around the rubber gasket. This will ensure that this filter seals correctly. Now it's prepped and ready for installation. Removing the old filter from a 4Runner is super easy because it's located right on top of the engine. They've even included a catch and a drain hole to catch any of the oil that drips out. You don't want that on your engine, so it helps to stuff a shop towel right under that drip hole. You can then slip a filter wrench right over the end and break it free. Just like that. The new filter goes on hand tight. Spin it on till it stops. Put it on only as tight as you can with your bare hand. After you've installed the filter, don't forget to replace the drain bolt. Snug it down with your ratchet, but not too tight. Now comes the fun part. Remove the filler cap, drop in a funnel, and fill up with brand new oil. Most people don't realize that you can recycle your old oil by bringing it to an auto parts store. My local O'Reilly's will take the old oil back and dump it in a recycle vat. Just make sure you don't reuse the old oil. Then start the engine, get it up to operating temperature. Check under the hood around the filter for any leaks. Scan under the car for leakage under the drain bolt. Then shut off the engine and check your oil level. I hope this video's given you the confidence to tackle an oil change at home. Until next time, I'm the Cash Budget Cajun. Happy motoring.